Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all. Welcome to Mass Effect Andromeda. We are back, and we are gonna kick some cat ass. Let's do this. Alright, so last we left off, we went back to the Nexus, picked up a few quests, closed a few out, and now we are on our way to, I believe it's the Oneon system, to continue on our journey. How y'all doing today? Hope you're doing well and enjoying the sun, depending on where you are in the world. Alright, so I believe we're just traveling, so let's go. System view is where we need to go. Right, so the Oneon system, I'm not actually sure where it is, but there he is. Trail of Hope is the quest.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
I'll stop now! Cat ships. A dozen. No, more.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back!
Where is the one who activated the Remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
You're the one in my way. Who are you? They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam?
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
Do it! Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow? Yes!
It was a pretty good escape.
Nice work, kid.
Yeah, but who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
Looks like a hospitable planet. Nice and volcanic.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
Av Naleseto. They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down. Yes. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Just saying, that was a cool cinematic.
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new aliens. Wish me luck.
Tasco Jabba Yenvad.
Get the squall time, Yahal.
Thank you.
Ehamda Gos.
Mason Roa.
Surprisingly humanoid.
I'm Paran Shai, Governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
She's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
We didn't know what we'd find here, to be honest. But I'm open to sharing what we know, if you are.
Honest? Honesty would be a good start. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me.
Alright, let's do this. Let's get to the good stuff.
Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
I actually remember this part from my last playthrough many years ago.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
Why is Baran allowing this?
It belongs in a containment cell.
Let Governor Shire handle this.
Containment cell? I don't think so. So much for walking and talking, just walking.
Put that away.
It's just a scanner.
Put it away now.
Yeah,
Take it easy.
So no scanners, got it. Pretty cool city.
Keep moving.
Okay, okay.
So much for sightseeing. I think we're here. You know, for first contact, you expect a lot more questions, right?
This is the Resistance headquarters. Ephra is waiting inside.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I am telling you to be strong, through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know. Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We've had our own run-ins with the cat.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the cat kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Vold.
Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want. But when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't. But I can always kill you in your sleep.
Good to know.
Can certainly try.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Be careful out there.
No, I will.
You really think the Moshai is alive?
I'm sure of it.
Don't kill yourself bringing her home.
No promises.
I'm here.
Ryder, ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
Is there anything else we can do here? Oh, there's a couple of quests. We might as well do them. Or at least pick them up. At least the local ones, anyway.
Stars above. It's you. I was hoping to get a chance to speak with you. You left your home to cross dark space. Is it true you can never go back?
Yeah. This is home now.
To take such a risk and give up your old life, why did you do it?
I couldn't resist the adventure of a lifetime.
I know the feeling. There's a rush in taking a chance and hoping for the best.
My turn for a question. Do I get to know your name?
Oh, of course. I'm Avela Kajar, curator for the Repository of History. We study relics of our past, try to piece together what we lost in the Scourge. And the truth is, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Pathfinder, how much do you know about our history?
I still have a lot to learn.
Centuries ago, the Scourge targeted my people. Our ships were the first to go dark. Many of those ships went down over HAVARL. The wilds of that planet are filled with history. A scientist on HAVARL just contacted me with the new nav point of an intact crash site. A huge opportunity. But with Remnant patrolling the area, we can't get close enough. Not like you can.
How do you know about me and the Remnant?
I have friends in the Resistance. They heard your conversation with Ephra. I know it's a lot to ask, but you have a ship and the means to get past the Remnant. Without your help, I'm stuck.
I don't think Ephra would be too happy with this arrangement.
Ephra doesn't have to know, and if he finds out, he can direct his anger at me.
Takes guts to stand up to him.
I'd face worse to get a piece of our history back.
You're trusting your history with an outsider?
I know what people say about you, but I don't agree. I think you're here to help.
I am.
Now's your chance to prove it. You want to earn Aya's respect, right? Recovering our past will go a long way.
I've always wanted to give archaeology a try.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. If you find anything, I'll be here. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Cool, we've got another planet to go to. Nice!
Good to see you again.
Any insight you can give me on the Remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you. And you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds. When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
Have you always been into history?
Oh yes. When I was young, I would dig up shells and pretend they were ancient armor pieces. I've always had a big imagination. With only 14 siblings, I got lonely sometimes.
Only?
14? That's insane.
Why? How many do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I should get moving.
Come back soon.
I think we have a very different idea on how many siblings is deemed, I guess, normal? I don't know.
Trade? Trade. Trade.
Are you asking or telling?
I'm wondering, Do you exchange goods and services? How does your economy work?
We pay for things with a currency called credits. Abstract wealth.
The Ket offered gifts, made odd bargains, never traded. What are your credits worth? What can we do with them?
You pay them to us for whatever we're selling.
Now we cut open the heart. And what do you offer?
I don't know. What do you want?
Your ship?
Not for sale.
Worth a try.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yes. Call me Soka. I run cargo between Aya and other worlds. Good work. Good at it. You're here to help my people. Prove it. I need help. One of my suppliers off-world stopped checking in. Has things I need. There could be trouble.
We might have different definitions of trouble. What do you mean?
Natural hazards, wild predators, misadventure, what do you mean?
Same thing. What's your supplier carrying exactly?
Supplies I need, exactly. Things to keep my people alive. Essentials. You have a ship? I have my supplier's nav point. His name is Keldo. Find him, his supplies. Come back and prove you're helpful. Then maybe we trade. Use the nav point. Find Keldo and the supplies. I'll be here.
So I think that's pretty much all we can do in this area. I don't think we can go anywhere else in this region.
I am Enro Bosan, assistant to Governor Paran Shai. You're free to explore this area, but the city is off limits. Until that changes, I'll be your liaison. How may I help you, Pathfinder?
Sounded like you and Joel know each other.
Our families are related.
You sound nothing alike.
We have multiple worlds. Our culture is complex.
I'd like to know more.
Earn our trust and maybe you will.
When am I allowed to visit the city again?
That's not for me to decide.
Who will? Your boss? Or Ephra?
Governor Shai has jurisdiction over Aya. She will authorize your entrance if you earn Ephra's trust. You spoke with Soka and Avela. Help them, and you may help yourself. The Ket swayed us with words. Now we judge outsiders by their actions.
At least you got to talk.
What can you tell me about your other worlds?
Life on them is hard, the people harder. Every day is a struggle to survive.
Why not bring everyone here?
We will not abandon any more worlds to the Ket. And Aya cannot support all of us.
You don't just stand here waiting to answer my questions, right?
I assist the governor in all matters. While you're here, this is my priority.
Pretty far outside your normal job, huh?
I did not begin this day expecting to speak with it. You?
Nice save.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Thanks for your time, Enro.
Of course.
Alright, let's go.
Your ship is... We have nothing like it.
Wait till you see the inside.
It gets better.
Oh yeah.
You ready to go?
I'll introduce you to the rest of my crew.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Did the translators not work?
They work.
I know we're improvising as we go, but let's remember that there is Pathfinder team protocol.
Don't think I got that handbook. Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jal has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Joel?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder. Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Joel?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to 2 of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Joel's told me about these 2 worlds, HAVARL and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
HAVARL is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect Remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Don't know yet. Just be ready to go at a moment's notice. Got it?
You bet.
Joel, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
Let's do this indeed. So, do we speak to people again? I don't know if they're all willing to talk at this point.
Still compiling my first impressions, but even their body language is so emotional. I can't wait for my first session with Jar.
Try not to scare him away, huh? One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
5 time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
What's in here?
So, Joel.
So?
We haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. You're aliens.
And you're alien to us, so there. We have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
Care to elaborate?
I do not.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Face value? That sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
This was good. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. Let's talk more later.
Kind of curious if he's got anything interesting to say, actually.
Yes?
What's your story, Joel? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
That's interesting. Thank you. That's enough. Until we've established a better trust with each other.
Okay, well he's a closed book for now. No mileage in that one for a while. Wow. Actually looking at the research center, to be fair. Actually, don't need anything right now. Let's save the stuff. Oh yeah, the Pyjack.
Whoops. Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage. He'll be fine, won't he? The exercise will probably do him good.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Wow, you fight side by side, then she gives you the brush off?
It hurt. One big kick out of the nest. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, What if someone had told me that's okay?
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too. That Archon. Arrogant son of a bitch. Maybe that's redundant for a cat.
He's also the first cat who bothered to talk to us. That's useful intel.
True. They can communicate. They just prefer to open fire. So, what else is new?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Nothing new. Let's stay optimistic.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Trying to find Lexi. I don't actually know where her thing is. I assume it's around here somewhere. It's definitely not up top. Nice. Guessing this one failed. Yeah, thought that might be the case. Yeah, no chance. So where is Lexi hiding?
I did not like the look of that Archon. Maybe the Angara will let me pitch a 10 on Aya for the duration.
You'd let a bone-faced blowhard like that deprive you of my scintillating company.
That blowhard hates you now. If you're not careful, he might deprive me of your company. All right. Next time, keep him on the line. I might have something to say.
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
You know it.
Ah, there you are. Gotcha.
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game with bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
Oh.
The Angara were super curious about the ship. A few were pretty bold. Asked me questions.
What do you make of them?
They know their shit. Quick-minded, sharp. They'll make good allies.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
I have no idea where Lexi is. Where her base of operations is. Not in here. The other one's Liam's quarters.
You're taking the Angara, old man?
Strong, honorable survivors. Been a while since I encountered a new friendly species. Last time was the humans.
Oh yeah, you lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold for being so squishy, do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you.
Hello.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
We've just talked to everyone now. Not much left to say.
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but that vault certainly was a first. Things are gonna be interesting with you around, kid.
Doesn't matter what life throws at me. It's what I make of it, right?
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Wait, isn't my quarters around here somewhere? Or is stuff just moved around? It's not like where Lexi's thing. Ah, here's my quarters. Tunes. I got a load of emails. So, to Ryder from PB Ramtech. Thanks to that remnant storage box from the EOS vault, all I need is one particular piece of Remtech to complete my project. My scanner located what I need on Volid. If we have a chance, can we go find it, PB? Free for an interview. To Ryder from Carrie Tavessa. Hello Ryder, word is you have a successful mission on ES. Well done. Want to come talk about it on camera? Carrie. Ryder from PB. The Peeved. Your doctor is one of the nosest Asari I've ever met, and that's saying a lot. She needs to take it down 4 or 5 notches or I won't be long for this show. Which would be too bad, I think. Oh, never mind. PB. Spirituality. To Ryder from Suvi. Dearest Ryder, I'm so happy we talked earlier. You wouldn't believe how often I've had to defend myself and my feelings to other people. You reveal one thing about yourself and people immediately assume other things about you. I can believe in a higher power and still do science. It's like I can wear more than one hat. No, actually, more like wearing more than one watch. I can do that. And it makes me even less likely to be late. That was weird. I traded Gil some chocolate so I could try his homemade ale. It's strong. Suvi. Communications from Jalama Darav. A manifest of items that I've brought aboard your ship, the Tempest. Blankets and bedding in the event your unfamiliar alien bedding is insufficient and uncomfortable. A small number of personal projects. These are bits and pieces of Angaran tech and weaponry. 25 jugs of nourishment paste. This will need to be replenished regularly. Armour, including my 2 Roth Jin Unknown Alt cape suspenders and equipment to repair them. Vials of salves, creams and perfumes. I can provide your science officer with a list of ingredients if that is required. I've also brought my personal weapon, a cat rifle. I've been issued an Omni tool which I am currently calibrating. I hope that list is compliant. News from Eos. 2 Rider from August Bradley. Pathfinder. I could use your help with something Hanley's working on. I don't fully understand, so I'll let her explain it. She'll brief you when you get here. August Bradley, leader of Prodromos. Got a plan. 2 Rider from Liam. Come by when you got a minute. Got an idea I want to run by you. Might help everyone deal with the craziness around here. Costa.
Hello, Sarah. Meeting with Yangara is truly historic.
I'll say.
My only comparison is Alec Ryder's experience in the First Contact War, a time of uncertainty and cultural misunderstanding. We are arguably in a similar time, yet your encounter was peaceful. I can see what humanity has learned.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Ah, can't go this way. Crew info board. After action report fire drill. Notes from the last fire drill. Liam's new evacuation plan cut 22 seconds off our best time. Drac, we need a solution for your vis-a-vis ladders. PB, you're dead because you were 2 minutes late to the evac point. Cora. Comment, I live in an escape pod. PB. Drive core noise. No need to panic about the drive core noise this morning. Just a stress test. There's nothing wrong with a 0500 wake up call. Gil. Comments. Profanity deleted by info board 6. You're welcome, Liam. Adjective verbing nouns. Gil. Liam, if the 6 learns to censor all language, I'm making you reprogram it. Cora. Educational in a way. Ciao. Ah.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years in the Hyperion looking after your brother.
Happy to have you, Dr. DePero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
what?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the cat?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh. Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats her vegetables. So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi okay?
Suvi's strong sense of faith keeps her grounded. I'm not spiritual, but there's a beauty in how her mind rationalizes religion and science.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's "we can't lose" attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Thanks for the insight. How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to... Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Mm-hmm.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Is Jal doing okay?
He's adjusting. The rest of us have at least some understanding of each other's cultures. But to Jal, we're all outsiders. It's a lot to take in. I'd say he's doing pretty well.
Thanks for the insight. I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel. From when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
So how did an Asari doctor end up on the human Ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
That was insightful. Facial reconstruction, what was this all about? I should change your character midway, mid-game, I guess. Interesting. Respec station. There's a datapad here. You've got this. You don't need an old man a few hundred years but your junior to tell you you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway because I know it's true. You keep your riders safe and I'll do the same with mine. Harry. Wait. Ah, so this is Drax's chamber, right. Cool, gotcha. Wait, what? Where's the bridge? Oh, it's up top. Right. Yeah. That's where I'm going wrong.
Aya has so much biodiversity and the waterfalls.
Just like Sirkesh.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for?
Oh, Ryder, you're adorable.
I know. I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The Initiative obtained data from an array in deep space, a Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
FTL sensor. So a faster-than-light telescope? They could survey Andromeda as it was?
Not exactly, but it cut down the lag by enough. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
How did the Initiative even get its hands on Geth knowledge? They're isolationist and hostile.
I don't know, Ryder. Maybe I don't want to know.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
I'm really glad you volunteered to join our crew, by the way.
I am too. New galaxy and all. I'm honored to be here.
You make science even better than it already is.
That's a strange compliment, but thank you.
I just like talking to you about science and other things. We should do it more, is what I'm saying.
I'd like that.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Every good space station needs a big lake, maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Cool. Need to figure out where we're going to go. I think... I think HAVARL.
I'm picking up something. Probe away. Tracking a huge metal.
Beryllium. Cool. Where we need to go is not here, so let's have a look. Oh, so that's HAVARL. Okay, let's go HAVARL then. It's kind of where I wanted to go anyway.
This is home. Our ancestors came from this system. From HAVARL. It looks so small from here.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Comet, Dawnstar. Alright, let's do this.
Sending the nav point for Darpalev. That's where the Moshai's team should be. It used to be an Angaran town. There'll be landing pads and good sightlines for a safe approach.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think his...
Well, that's something you don't see back home.
Like the Zerg.
Bringing us in.
Ryder, I will meet you at Darpalev.
It's full of life. Maybe there are golden worlds out here after all.
There's a vault here and it's working. I wonder why it didn't show up on the map in EOS.
Guess we'll find out soon.
I don't know about this, Joel. It's risky letting a stranger wander about HAVARL. You know the dangers.
I offered to accompany her, but she doesn't want my help.
Hey, what's up, Buddy King?
This is them, the ones from the other galaxy.
Yes. Ryder, Kiran Dawes, lead scientist at Darpalev.
I just have to say, HAVARL is beautiful.
The planet's beauty is the least of my current concerns.
Where's the rest of the team? Ryder has experience with Remnant. We might be able to help their investigations.
You haven't heard? While the team was exploring the monolith, something went terribly wrong. They were caught in some kind of Remnant stasis field, frozen in place, unresponsive.
Are they still alive?
Vitals remain steady and neural patterns resemble those exhibited in deep sleep. We subjected them to various stimuli, injections of Kachari, nothing worked.
Let Ryder try. She's worked the Remnant tech inside a vault. Or so she says.
Ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. But if you think the alien can help, I'll set skepticism aside. The monolith is not far from here. See what you can do, but be careful. We don't know what triggered the stasis, and it may happen again. What is it?
Jal said he worked for the Moshai?
Not I, but many of the team that was sent to the monolith are her students. If we can't save her people, I don't think I could ever face her again.
Tell me more about the stasis that's taken out your team.
We don't know what started it, and it's the first time any of us have heard of something like this happening. The team sent out there studied monoliths before. At least half of them worked with Moshai Sefer. They were just doing their job when the stasis hit. Now it's like they're frozen in time. Nothing will wake them. Stimulants, loud noises. They show no reaction to sensation or pain.
I should get going.
Be careful.
Are you sure you don't want me to come with you? I don't think it's wise for you to be in Angaran territory without an Angaran escort. I know HAVARL. That, and you're already in danger of being shot on sight by Rokar.
He's got a point.
I'll give it more thought and let you know if I change my mind.
Thank you.
Tell me more about HAVARL.
Our histories point to HAVARL being the homeworld of the Angara. We built a civilization here, and then spread throughout the cluster. Then the Scourge came and destroyed it all. It took time, but we recovered.
I have to go. We'll speak again later.
Of course. I'll be here.
There's a datapad here. Assistant Torvar, translated from Shalash. An incredible find out in the field last week. A shuttle from before the Scourge surfaced down in the ravine. From afar, it looks like a crash site is remarkably preserved, especially to have withstood Havarl's elements. I know Kiran tasked me with studying the monolith, but maybe I could make my way down there and check it out. Just a peek to see if it's anything for a Vela. How do you mean, made it to Google News? What? Not sure I understand that comment. So we need to think about changing him into the team. Find that forward drop pod. Ah, here it is.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. PB and Joel. Oh. Cool. Apparently there's a quest over here as well. Oh, is there someone else in this building I can speak to? Ah. Update translated from Shalash. Pavora Kiran. Good to hear the cat haven't reached your research post. We're not so lucky here. They're practically swarming the old temples, trying to dismantle the remnant tech. We're trying to fight them off, but even with the resistance reinforcements, there are just too many of them. Commander called the retreat. I know you had your eye on those temples, but there's nothing we can do. We're closing the area down. No one goes in and nothing comes out. Be careful, Kiran. It's a tough world out there. Garat. Crash site. Translated from Shalash. Lush, thank you so much for bringing this to my attention. A crash site that well preserved. I'd give anything to see it. I'll see if I can send someone capable to check it out. It'll probably be well protected. And please make sure Torvar doesn't hear about it. I know he'll want to look himself, and he's not equipped to deal with the danger involved. I'd never forgive myself if he injured himself trying to help. Stay safe over there. Wishing you sunny skies, Avela. A difficult request. translated from Shalesh. Kiran, I'm sure you heard about the attack at Site 7. The loss of Dr. Verishav was a blow to the entire science community, and how many of Site 7's researchers are displaced and in need of a new post. Most will head to Aya for recovery, but some want to continue working here on HAVARL. I recommend your camp a suitable transition point. I know resources are thin, but your site is the only one the Ket have ignored. I don't want to put these people in danger so soon after they witnessed the death of their superior, and I'm sure you could use the help on the Monolith project. Think it over and give me your response tomorrow. Stay safe, Mandal. Be safe, translated from Shalesh. Kiran, you're safe, right? I heard the Ket attacked the old city again. I know you're on the other side of the planet, but that's still too close. Between the wildlife and the remnant, HAVARL is a dangerous place. Marley and Nistar worry about you. I worry about you. Your work is important, I understand that, but promise your old mother that if the Resistance tells you to evacuate, you'll listen. None of this knowledge is worth the risk nonsense. I mended too many of your broken bones when you were young. It's time you gave me a break. That is your mother who misses you. Report from Aya, translated from Shalesh. Rachel, I've attached the data gathered from our efforts on Aya to map out the Scourge. We found a few irregularities during our research. Dust, mostly. But you may want to have a look into it. If the material isn't a match for any worlds on Helios, it would support your theory on colony worlds. This is all speculation, of course. You'd need to send someone out there to collect samples. But I figured it's worth a shot. If you're going to solve the mystery of our past, we need to work together. Stars guide you, Mariko.
No transports available. Emergency support for cat attacks. All of them.
Old Man Luge. What's he doing here?
What?
Is everything all right? You seem distressed.
Would you like a reward for that astute observation? You're that alien visitor that came to Aya asking about our vault.
You've heard of me.
Who hasn't? When strange new species turn up, reports spread fast. After the Ket, you can't be too careful. Luge Anson, historian with the Repository of History, Aya. Listen, if there's nothing you need, could you go away? I'm busy trying to get transport off this cursed planet.
Why did you come here from Aya?
Kieran's team found some remnant relics while digging around the old ruins. I was sent to collect them for the repository. It shouldn't have taken more than a day, but things never go according to schedule, do they?
You mentioned remnant ruins. Are there lots of remnant here?
Yes. If you've been out in the jungle, you might have seen some of it. We think the ruins were part of a vast remnant complex. We've seen evidence of hallways that wound through the area, both above and below the ground. Generations ago, our people took shelter in what we found here. That's how Palev was established.
Were there no hostile remnant machines?
None, according to the histories. We found artifacts, of course. Bits of things that we could study. But they say it was like moving into an empty home.
You don't seem to like HAVARL very much.
HAVARL's other regions suit me just fine. But here... oh no. I don't do well in this fierce wilderness. You think these shelters keep you safe? They don't. Woke up this morning and found a thorny vine wormed its way into my bunk. I'm stranded here because a branch pierced my shuttle's power core.
I won't bother you further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things.
Working title, Palav's Decline, translated from Shalesh. Established in the shadow of remnant buildings, Palav was a centre of trade and learning. Anyone who wished to observe working remnant monoliths was directed here. Deep within the tunnels of the remnant ruins, we could hear the hum of mysterious machines, their purpose unknown. Scribbled in the margins, too dramatic, this is a history book, not a thriller. Note to self, mention that the entire Dar was taken over by the jungle, with the only thing standing being a small restored area that's used to be a research outpost. Also mentioned remnant areas were still told to avoid. Novoa Sabae, Baitavum for Analan. Yoink. Ah, this guy. Or girl.
I heard the advisory that you'd be out here. It didn't prepare me to meet you.
The name's Ryder. I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
They say you want to help us. I wonder what you're prepared to do.
If it gets me on your good side, I'm in.
That's reassuring, assuming you mean well. My name is Rochelle Veer. I'm an archaeoastronomer. I study our ancient cultural records for stellar phenomena. I piece together lost knowledge of ages past. My goal is to find undiscovered colonies we lost contact with, potential allies against the Ket.
You think there might be Angara worlds you don't know about?
That's what I was trying to learn. Then this happened. I was away when the disaster struck. I thought my home was destroyed, and all my research with it, but I just learned part of the building survived. I'm trying to recover my research data, but the wildlife won't let me near my old home.
These house guests, I assume they're of the hungry variety?
The structure has become a breeding ground for insects and predators, too many to face alone.
Your work is too important to lose. Let's get it back.
I'll provide my home's location. Just recover my research materials from the computer. I'll remain in contact with you by comm. Thank you for this.
Cool, that's the quest. Discover data. Scan minerals, locate crash site, and memory triggers. Holy crap, how many levels? Yay. Okay. So we're going this way, right? Nomad cannot be called in here. Okay, good to know. It's even the right way. This is okay.
Excellent! I think that's it. Good work.
Oh, invisible dudes. Always good to know.
Fight the dust.
Pathfinder, the computer's data core is damaged beyond repair.
Rochelle, it's Ryder. We're inside your old home, but your research data didn't survive.
All your effort and risk for nothing. I'm sorry.
The risk was worth it. You just got unlucky.
Years of my life gone.
You didn't have backups?
Of course, but they went down with the city's network memory center. That site is now buried underground. Even if you could find an access point on the surface, the odds of recovering anything are remote.
All I heard is, there's a chance. Let's go for it.
That didn't fully translate, but I know optimism when I hear it. I can point you in the general direction of where the network memory center used to be. You'll have to hunt for an exposed network node. I'll stand by. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Take the mineral cache. Nothing else. Oh, what's this? How far is this thing away? Oh, not very far. Cool.
Think that's it.
Pathfinder, I've detected energy readings consistent with an active network node.
Is it on the surface?
We'll find out.
Figure out how to get there yet. That doesn't sound too good.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder. Network connection is established.
I'm logging in. Searching. I found them. Research files downloading and done. You did it.
We did it. Go team.
If we recovered this data, we may be able to access everything lost in the disaster. I'll alert my colleagues. You've accomplished something amazing, Pathfinder.
Sweet. Might as well do the forward relay. It's literally right here. Or the forward outpost.
Watch out for Rokar and Garen fanatics that hate aliens. That means you.
Charming.
Datapad translated from Shalesh. I know you told me not to go near the ancient crash site that surfaced, but I had to go give it a shot. You were right. Too difficult to get there. Remnant chased us off before we got halfway down the ravine. Hopefully you can get there yourself. You were always good with dodging those machines. Though I don't know how safe it'll be with those outsiders roaming around. The spiky ones. Have you seen them? I don't know how to feel about it. I got off track. The point is, you were right. We're still studying the monolith, but I'll let you know if we get anything you can mention to the repository. Torvar. A lot of mineral caches actually, pretty decent. Cool. So what have we got next? We've got scan minerals. Locate the ancient crash site. Memory trigger. Remnant abyss. Interesting. Whoa.
Okay, I've never described a mushroom as pretty. Those are.
Let's be careful around the native flora. Okay, everyone?
If you get any fungal slime on your skin, I suggest you wash it off immediately.
So this is a monolith, it seems. Into the monolith? I mean, we're here, right? Hell, let's do it. Well, that trigger's actually not that far away. Let's do a monolith first. Sorry, the... Oops, there was a thing there, right? The one we already opened.
Kieran Dahl said something about fish and gems to me. What was that all about?
In an ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. Meaning your success with Remnant is probability, not skill. As the number of cases approaches infinity, the unlikeliest outcomes become likely.
Oh, thought it might have been something like that.
They're no good. That was a lot of enemies.
Got them all.
The firefighting would suggest not. Let's get the container. Can really do with some health, to be honest. Jesus. Yay, yay, yay.
Not to eat anything here, or let any sap stick on your skin.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, we don't even need to take that fight, to be fair.
Hostiles ahead!
Where's that SAM trigger? That's the only reason I'm here. Over there, so I guess back the way I came. Wraith, you say? Yeah, going the right way now. That's good. can go down there. And we'll do that in a sec. Just get this thing first.
So much violence.
Ryder!
Roka!
What are they doing out here?
Those are Natana's uniforms, Pathfinder.
The Turian Ark?
Jesus. Behind.
We survived Natanus. We can survive this.
Good targeting! Well executed!
Nice. So found the Turian Ark, it seems.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Hey, what's up, Manchev? Welcome to the chat, dude. Alright, personal log, Avitus Rix. Login, Avitus Rix. New entry. Found more Natana survivors today, along with some not so lucky. Still can't believe the sturdiness of those pods. I remain Masson, rambling about the ingenuity of their engineering, but he's always excitable when it comes to those things. Now, I wish I'd paid more attention, learned the ins and outs of the pod's design. Tore one apart trying to make a communicator, but it's all wires to me. Masson would know what to do. How to help these people survive. I can point a gun and keep them safe, but that's it. Then they need him for a real leadership, and so do I. End log. Data pad it. Login. Pavanfina Parari. New entry. There's something wrong with this planet. Plants sprout up behind you, the trees whisper, and I swear something other than those aliens is watching us. Thank spirits for the spectre. If we survive, it's because of Avitus. End log. Speak with the Turian leader. Ah, there.
Shot to the gut. Painful. I appreciate the help back there. Name's Avidus Rix. Sorry if my methods seem extreme. Civilian life is trying.
Sarah Ryder, human pathfinder. You former military?
A Spectre. Special tactics and reconnaissance. Did the Council's dirty work for 15 years.
So you're used to being above the law.
Well, good thing there are no laws in Andromeda, huh? The initiative was my retirement plan. Then Natanis hit the Scourge and bam, woke up here.
What happened? Where's the Ark?
No idea. Had to break out of my own damn stasis pod.
A fall like that should have killed you.
Those pods are sturdier than they look. But most of the Turian population is still missing, including Mason, our Pathfinder. Sam hasn't transferred to me, so he's alive. Just don't know where.
Alright, so to answer your question, Mancher, so here's your question. Hey Don Hayes, I gotta ask for your honest opinion. Firstly, I love Mass Effect and I cannot wait for the Legendary Edition, but I just cannot get into Andromeda. I played it for probably 10 to 15 hours and something was feeling off. What do you think of Andromeda compared to the trilogy? So, I'm on the other side of the fence. I've never played Mass Effect outside of Andromeda, and I actually really like Andromeda. It's an interesting story. I think the villains in the game are meh at best. But I am definitely really excited to play Mass Effect the Legendary Edition. And curious to see what that game is all about. Because whilst I haven't played that game, I've heard nothing but praise and good stuff. So, yeah, I actually really like Andromeda as a standalone series, I guess. But I am really looking forward to playing the Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, which I've been told is much better. And so that's what I see. So, yeah, no, I actually like the game, but I don't have anything to compare it against when it comes to the Mass Effect series. I wish I had good news for you.
He hasn't made it back to the Nexus.
Knowing Mason, he's out there looking for me. Mason dedicated his life to Andromeda. He's too stubborn to die now.
We need every Pathfinder we can get.
The debris and stasis pods from Natanis are scattered across the sector. Between the two of us, we should find something.
The settlers here need your help.
I'm a stopgap. Mason is the solution. Here's my frequency. Call when you find something.
Yeah, no worries, dude. No problem at all. Always happy to answer questions. If you have any more, feel free to pop them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. Assuming I see it, of course. Sometimes I do get involved with the game I'm playing and kind of not ignore chat, but just not notice someone's messaged me. There's a guy over here we can talk to, Drusa.
I can't believe this is really happening. Thought we'd be stuck here forever, or until the aliens killed us. We built this camp from what remained of our stasis pod. If we leave, we can't abandon our wreckage. There's debris we couldn't get to out there. We have to take it with us.
Anything from the crash belongs to the Initiative. It'll go back to the Nexus with you.
Good. No telling what's still intact. Don't want hostile aliens using it against us. If you find anything from Ark Natanis, tag it for recovery. Oh, and thank you.
Cool. Right. We got a shitload of quests or things to do. Okay, let's... Wow, there's a lot of stuff to tag. Let's do the ones that are around the area, and then we'll go to the monolith. And who knows where we go from there. So... Man, when there's that much stuff, it's like... Okay, we've got to go out here. I'll try my best to keep an eye on the map, see if we walk into anything. There's also an area down here that I kind of... Oh, actually, this is... Going down there just takes us to this part. Right, okay. That's fine. I can come back here later if I need to. We'll go to this place later. I think we gotta go there anyway, if I remember rightly. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate the subscription, and yeah, I really look forward to playing Legendary Edition, which will be starting on the 15th. I'll be doing a stream, or I'll be streaming that series. But yeah, that would be a first time. I have played Andromeda before, a long time ago, granted. Okay, well, you need to go up here actually. We've got the remnants up here. Oh, hello.
Nice work.
I will say there's some really cool stuff with Andromeda. I really like the fact that, you know, all your decisions have impacts in the game. And that character dialogue is really awesome. Jesus, these guys are like proper snipers.
Need a little of
Graphics are really awesome as well.
Nice work. Hostiles ahead.
Shit, running out of ammo. What the hell? God damn, these snipers are good. Hell of a goddamn range on them. That really wasn't a great shot. Terrible shots. Oh, that new. Oh, these seem to like big banelings.
Good work.
Yeah, good to know. Yeah, Remnant Abyss. Okay, that's probably where we need to go at some point.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Okay, I see. Good to know. That's miles away, so it's all around this area, this forward base. It's ideal because it's kind of where we need to go anyway.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
There's a container there as well. What? Thank you.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
We're not alone.
Not having full damage doesn't have to make my life easier. I will get your comments just a moment, guys.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Alright. Hey, what's up, fella? Oh, hello. Ouch. Man, my ammo lasts all of 5 seconds. That's my health, apparently.
Don't know what caused that fire, but let's be careful.
So we've got 2 more bits of debris to get in this area. Cool. Let's not walk in the fire. Really do with some ammo before we go into this tomb, but I don't think I'm gonna have the chance.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Where was the other one? Oh, just round here. Cool. Which was a bit more like linear, like the trilogy. Or do you feel the large maps were good? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Andromeda is underrated. I think it's one of those games that probably requires a little bit of... You kind of have to just play through that kind of barrier that you get with some games. But I actually really like the story, even though the kind of the villains in the game are a bit like, yeah, whatever.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Like the whole Remnant thing is cool as hell. Like the fact that you're going into another galaxy and, you know, trying to make peace with what you can, and yeah, you've got all these different types of aliens and stuff. I quite like it. But then that's coming from someone who's never played the trilogy, so, you know, from what I hear, the bar is set really high in the trilogy, and this game was a bit disappointing. So I'm kind of playing it backwards almost.
We've got targets!
Which makes me really excited for the Legendary Edition, because if the game that people say they didn't like is this good, then, you know, I have high hopes for the game that apparently is awesome. Oh shit! Okay, we need ammo. I've got no ammo whatsoever. Let's see if we can find some health and some ammo, boys. That is not a fight I can take right this second. There was an ammo thing down there, so we just have to go the way back. Annoyingly. You really don't get much ammo in this game. It's like, yeah, very limited. Where on earth was the ammo? I'm sure it was around here somewhere. Or not? Huh. I swear there was ammo around here earlier. Well, that's a problem. Actually, talking of, there is a forward outpost here, right? I could probably just use that. Yeah, I do like kind of linear games, but I also kind of like open world and sort of the combination. I think Gears 5 did a really good job of kind of merging the two, or blending the two.
Don't stay here, visitor. It's not safe, and I can't be responsible for you. You should have warned me you were coming.
What are you doing here?
Making sure the fires don't get worse. I'm a surveyor and engineer from the station. I need to divert fuel from the pipes buried here. That'll cut off the flames eventually.
What caused these fires? Is there an emergency?
This Dar used to be a much larger settlement. Wildlife overtook it, destroyed above and below. Plant roots ruptured an underground fuel pipeline. A stray spark lit these fires.
I'll get going. Be careful.
You too, Ishari. That went well.
Right, where is this forward outpost? It's got to be around here somewhere. According to the map, I'm pretty much on top of it. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got ammo now, that's good. Alright, well, now we can try and make our way into this place. Just gotta be mindful of my ammo. First Mass Effect game that I played was Mass Effect 2, and it was fresh off. Not sure what DA is. To this day, ME and DA from BioWare have a special place in my heart. What is DA? Sorry? Or DAO?
Superbe!
Superbe! Boom. That nullifier might be a problem. Probably need to get rid of that. Okay, they got us. Summon a thing here somewhere. Like something useful, like a container or something. Nice. Eyes like a hawk, this one. Well, I'm not sure if this is a main quest or a side quest or what, but we're exploring this vault anyway. Ooh, ammo. Do with that. Nuked off my ammo. That last fight.
Found them. The researchers caught in the stasis field. Exactly where Kieran said they would be.
Oh, Dragon Age. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we
should search for those missing glyphs.
Yeah, thanks. So where's the other one? You gotta follow the wires. There's one.
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
Lovely. Alright. What have we got to play with here? What's the state of play? So this one we can't use. Can't use that. Can't use that. So the only one we can use is either this one or this one. Oh, I can't use that one because that's there. So it has to be. Shit. Oops. Has to be that one. It's the only card I can use there. Can't use that. Probably that one. Can't use that. Can't use that. Could use that. So those two are options. Then we've got this one. Can't use that one or that one. So it's either... Nope, can't use that either. So it has to be that one. This one probably this. Which means if that's the case, I would have to use that there. Can't use that. Could use that. And then here would be... I think I was right there. I think it's this one. This one would need to be... can't use that. Can't use that. So this one's wrong. Potentially. Actually, let's have a think. Can't use this one here. All the other one's options. I can't use that. Can't use that. Oh no, take that back. I can use that. Means this one would need to be this. Oh, that works. Boom. Now that's
Reading of the monitors and... Scatting stars! What? Who are you? How did...
Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative. I'm from another galaxy. Take a moment. Find your bearings.
More aliens? Out of nowhere? And Jal?
Do none of you remember getting frozen?
Frozen? I don't understand. We were just working on the monolith and then you appeared.
You should return to Palev. Kieran will want to speak to you.
Maybe you're right. Oh, I feel a head splitter coming on.
I'll bet. You've just been in stasis,
We
my
should
man.
make sure they return to the station. Who knows what lingering effects they might suffer from.
Alright, so we need to go back to Kieran Draz. So that was a side quest, good to know. Probably just fast travel there. Yeah. Save me some time. After I'm done with Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I might give Andromeda another shot and then wait for Mass Effect 4. I hope they do Mass Effect 4. Sounds like they probably will. They're very much trying to revive the series, clearly.
You don't feel any different?
I don't think so. Why? Do you?
My mind feels clouded, but I don't know if I'm just tired.
You weren't lying. Kieran told us everything. She even had pictures.
I apologize for the indifferent welcome you received from me earlier.
After everything you've faced, I wouldn't have blamed you if you shot at me.
We're all glad that didn't happen. Ryder, what you have done here, your remnant understanding and your Sam should convince Ephra you're an asset. We should speak to him as soon as we can. Perhaps on the Tempest?
Kieran, I've been thinking. If Ryder can use remnant, couldn't we fix the monoliths? Stop HAVARL's decline?
HAVARL's decline?
This will take time to explain. We can discuss it further when you have time.
Oh, I have time.
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but HAVARL is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet. With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that HAVARL's dying.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So, what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
Alright, so... So I think there's quite a few quests still left to do in this area, and this is a massive area if I remember rightly. I'm pretty sure there's a vault that we need to go to. Mithratha sounds about right. So what I'm going to do, I am going to end this stream here. Because I'm conscious we've already been doing this stream for what, probably between 2 and 3 hours now. So I'm going to take a break here. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow, probably between 5 and 6 to start, where we will continue on the journey and, well, start part 5, which is continuing on with the rest of HAVARL and, what's it called? Mithrava, which is probably going to be the next sort of quest we do. So yeah, I thank you all so very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this series thus far. Do hit that like button and drop any comments you want. It'd be great to see you all tune in for the next session tomorrow. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with when we go live, and as always, until the next time, peace.